world works, then anything can happen. Beautiful things can happen. And it's only by that interconnectedness, like knowing that we have people who are raging against like the darkness together. And then that's where my hope comes from.
Wow, that I love standing here with you guys. I just have to say that with interconnectedness, I heard a lot of comments this week about hopelessness. Really, people saying, "Well, what does this like a letter to my senator do? What does planting a flag in this lawn mean? What does it really do? This is hopeless." And I personally think that at times, but I convince myself that we are interconnected and we are moving forward. What does that mean to you guys?
One little soapbox I like to get on whenever I can is to look at this word "we." And, a lot of times you'll hear people say, well, we have to do something about what's happening in Iran. We can't just sit here, or we have to do something about Darfur. And the question to me really is, who is this we? Because when you say that, do you mean you, like I personally? Are you going to feel like nothing is being done unless you physically go and do it? Or have you just bought into the concept that if your government, if the United States is doing something, then we are doing something? Because I think if you can do that with the United States, you can do that with any other concept of we. And so what I think is missing is an extended concept of who is the we that we're talking about. When I talk about we, I'm talking about the peacemakers in the world. And I know that there already are people in Iran who are peacemakers, but I just don't know enough about them. So if I want to feel like we're doing something in Iran, maybe my first step is really finding out what is happening in Iran. Fellowship of Reconciliation, this was one of the more encouraging stories I've heard. They sent a delegation to Iran, and they spent time passing out letters saying, we, the people in the United States, do not want war with Iran, or we represent people who do not want war with your country. We want you to know that. They were making connections face-to-face with individual people there, spreading that message and receiving the same message from the people in Iran. Right there is a we that I can identify with. And just by hearing that story, I think, you know what? That's we, and we are doing something. And so the more I know about these groups of people, the more we're able to support each other, through our prayers, through financially, by, spreading the word about one another's organizations, the more we really build this sense of we. And then when we say we have to do something about XYZ situation, we have troops on the ground, be they the Nonviolent Peace Force, be they Fellowship of Reconciliation. We, the people who believe in peace and nonviolence, have troops on the ground throughout the world. So that would be my response.
Did you want to add anything, Stephen?
Oh, no.
That was a great answer, and that's pretty much a clarion call to everybody to get off their butts and do something, whatever it is, whether it's coming to the quad and camping with us in Camp Dignity, whether it's putting a social justice peacemaking hero on a white flag, whether it's calling your representatives and senators, whether it's going and doing direct service work. Essentially what we've just heard from Jamie is a be the we. So I really appreciate it. And I'm going to give another shout out to the whole Flobots community. I'm looking forward to seeing all 7 members on Friday at 8:30 in the Student Center. And thank you so much to Stefan and Jamie for coming and doing this interview, and for TJ for joining us and really setting this all up, because I was in New Orleans and I just kind of abandoned TJ, so got to give him a shout out for pulling all this stuff together.
Yeah, and I wanted to just thank TJ for asking us to do this, because this is really exactly what we want to be doing. Even if sometimes we get caught up in the process of trying to set up shows and logistics, I'm really glad that you made this happen, TJ. So, and this is a relationship we're going to keep building on.
Yeah.
Excellent. That's what we like to see. The circle of love keep expanding.
Circle of love.
So it's www.flobots.com.
That's
and
correct.
That is FLOBOTS.
Yes.
And MySpace, Flobots as well.
Flobots.com or myspace.com/Flobots. And just in case anyone goes to the Flobots site rather than the MySpace tonight, you should know that you'll look at the website and you might think, why is there no reference to a concert on Friday? That's because I have the computer, I'm getting home tonight, and I have to update the website. So in about an hour and a half, you should see that concert plastered all over. But it's on the MySpace site. There's information through also, I think, Regis. And all you have to do is remember Regis University, 8:30 Friday. Denver Slam team members will be there as well. So
If you haven't seen them, you are in for a treat.
So Friday night is going to be one great show. It's going to be words and beats and social justice. And that's what I'm all about. I'm Elle Thomas, formerly the host of the Joy and Justice Hour on KRCX Radio. And thanks to everybody for listening. And we'll catch you on Friday at 8:30 at the Student Center. Signing out.